Hey, it's Peggy. I'm going to show you a few cards I made. First, I'm going to show you some of the supplies I used. I used this Martha Stewart bow punch. I also used this favorite paper from Hobby Lobby. It's a by Mind's Eye Lost and Found, and it's two-sided. I used these silver dies in here that I ordered online by just putting in metal dies in the search engine for eBay. Same thing with this angel die. I also used this Little Bee set. It's Little Bee Holidays, and I used this one here. I also used some of these, and this is a Sizzix set. I'm sorry I can't see the name of it right now. And I also used some of these words. It's another Sizzix holiday die. And I also used, I believe, Joy on this one, which is another Sizzix Tim Holtz die set. And here's the first card I made. I used that circle scalloped stitched one to cut out the center. Here's the angel die, the bow punch, and that garland type thing. And then here's one of the word block dies that I used. And I cut it out in the cream cardstock, and then I inset the pink letters so that you would be able to see it better. I also used, I believe it's lace stickles from, lace stickles. This is the diamond, which I used on some of the other ones, but I believe this one was called lace stickles. I don't know if you can see the shimmer on it. And the inside, on this side, I just used 2 circle dies to cut this out, because once I put the acetate there, which was just old packaging, I wanted to make sure I covered the edge of it so it wouldn't be seen. And I also added another angel die on this side to make it finished. And I still have to add a sentiment, and it is see-through, so I could put a sentiment and signature down here at the bottom. Here's the second one I made. On this one I did use the Joy word die, and everything else is basically the same. And I used that lace stickles also on this one. And on the inside, I used the back of the paper for this angel and the circle dies to make that again. And this is the last one I made. It's a little bit, it's just a different orientation, and I used cream cardstock. Used the Joy die, and I inset the Joy and cream back into it. Bow die, everything's the same. The angel's just the floral, and this is the inside. And on this, I didn't have enough to do the whole thing in the gingham, so I just added a piece of the floral paper that had a stitch on it to finish that off. On the next cards, I'll show you what I used first. This is another one of those dies that I ordered from eBay by just putting in metal dies, and I really like this one. These don't have names, but if you just look up metal dies, you'll be able to find it. I use this Gina Marie scallop stitched nested rectangles, which is one of my favorite dies ever. I use this Echo Park Nativity border die. This is the one I got this year. I use this, and I also use the one I had ordered before from Diversions. I just used the star part of it on that one. And let me show you what I made. Oh, I did use a Believe die, which I'm not sure if it was in one of those. Actually, it was this Believe die, which is also a Diversions die. I used that one also. But here's the stitch rectangle, scallop stitch rectangles, and also that block type die. I just inset the paper, whether it be pink or the pattern paper, and then there's the nativity set or nativity scene, and there's the star from the other nativity because it was a larger star and I wanted to put something in that square. And here's the word believe, and I just cut these out of metallic cardstock stuff from the Dollar Tree. And all of these are basically the same, except I intersperse the pattern papers a little bit. So basically everything's the same, the star, the believe, and the nativity. I just moved the papers around when I did it. And I have one more of those. So everything's the same on this. I just used the floral border type die and just interspersed the other papers. And I made one more, and I'm going to show you what I used. I used this new Echo Park die. I'm sorry, I don't think I have the name on it, but I showed it the other day on my haul video. Might be called Christmas Cheer, I'm not sure. But it's by Echo Park, and I got it from idiecut.com. I used the envelope on the CC Designs die, and I don't think I have the name on that one either, but it's oh, Make a Card 12, I believe that's what it's called. And then I used, you can't see this very well, but it's a We Are Memory Keepers die, and I used this small banner with a heart. And I also used the rectangle scalloped die also for the edge. This I kept pretty plain. I thought it was pretty just having the cream cardstock with the cream scalloped edge around it. Here's the tree die I used from Little Bee, the envelope, the Joy, which I showed you that on another card earlier, and the banner die. And those are just some of the cards I've been making for Christmas. On some of these I did use the diamond stickles, but not on this one in particular. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day. Merry Christmas.